During the 1870s, officials in Paris, France, would regularly roll giant wooden balls for hundreds of kilometres. Why? I'll give you that one more time. During the 1870s, officials in Paris, France, would regularly roll giant wooden balls for hundreds of kilometres. Why?
Isn't it the classic picture of, work smarter, not harder, and you have like the cube, and then someone cuts up the cube, and now you're rolling the ball down. So they're just traveling with stuff, right?
And the customer at the end asks, I asked for cubes to be delivered. Why have you spherified this?
Is it? My first thought is maybe some kind of measurement. They know these balls are a certain circumference, and they're just trying to measure the roads or something like that.
How accurate was pi back then, right? You'd have to have it pretty accurately if you're rolling it long distances.
1870s, right? That doesn't seem that long ago. I feel like they were pretty good by then.
Yeah.
I mean, they were sort of starting to standardize metrics and things in the late 1700s, so it's a bit later than that. I'm not going to give an exact number because I'm sure I'm wrong. But I suppose our thing is what are the balls made? We don't know what they're made of. We don't know what
wooden balls. They are wooden balls.
Oh, they wouldn't, you said. I did listen to the question, I promise.
That's also pretty tricky, right? To make wooden balls, right? To make circular wooden objects. I don't know how lathes are back then, but even just making it. Maybe it's just like they're showing it off. Look at the thing I made.
I guess if it's wood, knowing that it can like bend and stretch, or if it gets wet, it might swell or something. Maybe it's not good for measuring, but I'm not sure.
When I say giant wooden balls, we're thinking about 5 feet, 1.5 meters in diameter.
It's quite big.
It's pretty heavy as well. Maybe it's used for the weights, like if to hold something down, or like when you're pressing something. But then you just make it at the location. You wouldn't roll it around.
Maybe it's the French 1870s conference circuit.
Oh, are they? Is the work in the actual pushing of the balls, or is it the destination? Because if it's the pushing, are they making a road?
Ooh.
Like you would make the indent and you would roll the thing, and they're like, oh, here we go. Here's the path, or path for water, right? You have to roll it down to. Tom
has a face.
Tom has a face.
I need to have a poker face for this. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly, when you said path of water, you are starting to get there.
Sewage, which is English water currently.
Oh. Very good.
Keep talking, Kip.
Oh, yeah. So, because if you think that we're talking, and these days, not everywhere had sewage systems built. Oh, were they toilet systems between? But no, that was mostly in cities.
Maybe it's the way to do the ditch.
This was the 1870s in Paris.
In Paris, not round.
Yes, all over Paris.
So they're not going from place to place. It's a very small conference circuit.
Was it possibly, I don't know, to push sewage along? Maybe they didn't have a natural flow and they needed some way to move it?
Yeah. That's what they were using them for. This question, you managed to avoid what I think the question writer was trying to do there, which is kind of get Indiana Jones vibes of one person rolling a ball in front of them. And you all just went straight past that. Yes, these were to help clear out the Paris sewers. These are giant wood balls reinforced with iron for extra durability that would be put into the Paris sewers. So the cross-section of the sewers was about 1.5 meters. The balls were about 1.5 meters. So they would just force any blockages through with the water pressure.
I mean, the strangest game of pinball out there, right?
I mean, is it better or worse than Indiana Jones, like being chased by a giant sewer ball or a rock?
Oh, yeah, it's only a 5-foot ball, but it is preceded by and covered in an enormous amount of sewage. So,
I'd rather be behind it than in front of it in that
case.
Yes.
Yeah. The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.